Go.
Okay.
So I'm Hamilton Bean, Director of the International Studies Program, and I'm here with Jessica von Vietinghoff, who is an alumna of our program. What year did you graduate, Jessica?
December 2016.
Okay, so December 2016, and this is the second installment of our 10-minute alumni interview series, and so thank you very much for joining me today to talk about what you're doing now. So let's just jump right into it. What are you doing these days? Where are you working? Where are you going to school? Are you doing both? Tell us a little about your life right now.
Okay, so I graduated college 2016. I got married, moved around a little bit. So right now I'm working for a company called CACI, and I'm also going to school at Penn State Online University for my master's degree in Homeland Security. And so at CACI, my company, I work there full time. I'm pretty much I'm a case reviewer, but that pretty much means that I'm working on the quality assurance side of things. So I work in the background investigations department of that company. So I pretty much just have cases roll in to me every single day, make sure the cases are good to go, all the policies and procedures are being followed, and then I go ahead and send it off to the adjudicator, which is depending on what case type and what the person is doing. It could be a different federal agency every single time. So it's pretty much what I'm doing now.
So how does that relate to your Homeland Security master's program? Is this work related to that, or are these kind of separate areas?
So these are separate areas. I started this job because it looked interesting, and I knew that it wasn't necessarily my dream job, but I knew that it would give me experience, and that's really what I needed coming out of school. So I've been doing this for over 2 years now, and I just started my master's program fall of 2019. So school came after work, but I realized that the job field that I want to go into is very competitive, and so having a bachelor's is great, but sometimes, getting a master's could put me more into the playing field. So that's what happened with that.
Absolutely. So you've kind of anticipated my next question, which is, what have you learned about the career world and about yourself and about the knowledge, skills, and abilities that you need for the kind of career you're interested in? It sounds like you've already made some of that assessment, but is there anything more to say about sort of what kinds of things you've learned about professional life since graduation?
I definitely think the professional aspect of being an adult is a lot harder than, getting a college job. Sometimes, it's who you know, not what you know. I think it's important to build a network, staying in contact with people. Like I keep in contact with you. I graduated 3 years ago, but I still try to keep up with you, every few months. I think building a network is probably number one. And, when you come out of college, most of the time, you're not going to have your dream job right away. So, in my instance, it's, this is not my dream job, but it's helping me get there. So that's.
Absolutely. And are you able to envision what kinds of positions or jobs you'd like to do in the future? What's on the horizon for you?
Definitely. I definitely want to work for a federal agency. I definitely want to be an analyst, either DEA, FBI, NCIS, any one of those would be great. So an analyst for sure. Just depends on what federal agency is hiring, and yeah.
Okay, well, that sounds good. Well, you know that just as you experienced and a lot of our students are experiencing now that are soon to graduate, there's a little bit of anxiety about the job search, about the work world, about next steps. I'm curious if you could go back and tell your December 2016 self something positive or something encouraging about what would happen. What kind of advice would you give yourself back then?
I would just say that the world is full of opportunity and you don't realize it. You're not going to realize it right now when you're finishing up school. I feel like when you're in your undergrad program, you're just in a box and you're just focused on the things that you're learning, you're focused on graduating, but I just have learned there's so much out there and you just have to put yourself out there, and once you get your foot in the door one place, a whole world is going to open that you didn't even know existed. So just work hard, stay positive, and good things are coming.
That's right. That's great. That's great advice. You know, it reminds me. So, like you, I worked in the government contracting sector for a number of years, and I can't say it was my dream job either. But I learned a lot. I gained a lot of skills and a lot of knowledge, and frankly, some of the things that I do now as director of this program, I don't think I'd be able to do had I not had that experience in the government contracting arena. So, I think
Yeah,
you are learning some valuable skills. And by the way, you mentioned the importance of networking. I will definitely put your LinkedIn profile, if you'll let us, to let our students link up with you. And then if any of our alumni are seeing this video, we have plenty of people who work in federal agencies. And so maybe there's a coffee in your future with someone in DC at one of the agencies you want to work for. So
yeah,
hopefully we can make that luck happen. But
yeah,
I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me and to talk to our students. And let's do keep in touch. I really enjoy checking in with you every few months to see how things are going, and best of luck to you.
yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks.